Hi, this is John Patrick Hickey, and welcome back to our series on civility. Today I want to talk about civility online. Actually, for the next two videos, I want to focus on how we deal with being civil in an online world. We live in a time of technology. You know, whether or not someone cares for the idea makes no difference. We are here and we're staying here. It's not going to go away. And a lot of what we do online reflects who we are as a person. The thing that happens online, though, is that we have this false sense of security, that people really don't know who we are and they don't see us. So we can say and do things that we normally would not do. And that really isn't true, because now we're at a time where people make those kind of decisions and judgments by what they see online, not by what they see when they meet you. Think about it, and I'll talk more about this in a little bit, but on social media, for instance, how many friends do you have on Facebook? People have thousands of friends on Facebook. How many have you ever actually met? Very small percentage of that amount of people are people who you actually meet. So the only way they know you is by what they see online. The same thing is true with business online. That people, when they represent their business online, they represent their organization online, whatever. These are the impressions that we are giving to people. And if we are uncivil, if we present things that are rude and nasty and opinionated, you're only going to alienate people. You're not going to draw them close to you. Bertrand Russell, who was a great philosopher and author, said that nobody ever gossips about other people's secret virtues. What he meant was, we don't talk about all the good things that go on in people's lives. We have a tendency to share the negative things. We have a tendency to talk about people's failures, people's bad judgments, people's mistakes that they've made along the way. Again, going back to a few videos ago when we talked about politics, that's all that it is that constantly trying to make people have a negative impression of someone. We do the same thing. We have a tendency to bring up things that are negative and hurtful towards other people we don't even know. When you're talking about, people in politics, people in government, people in business world, we'll say things about them that are very negative and very hurtful, and we've never met these people. We don't know anything about them. All we know is a particular experience, or how they made us feel on a particular thing, or whether or not we agree or disagree with them. Those are dangerous things. One of the keys to really being successful in your dealing online, especially in areas of business, I'll talk about personal things more in the next video, but when you're talking about business, you're talking about organizations, is to always give a positive and encouraging viewpoint on things. If you disagree with someone, you don't have to talk about them at all. If your organization disagrees with a particular social issue or political candidate, you don't have to talk about them. These are things that you, in a sense, make yourself do. That you step out thinking that people will respond better to negative things. Unfortunately, that can be true. But that's not where you want to go. Kay West, who I talked about before, who wrote the book on how to raise a gentleman, said, "Always remember that the core of good manners is not steadfast attendance to the rules of etiquette, but kindness, respect, and consideration for others." Being always mindful of how kind, how considerate, and how respectful you are will always make your online presence something worth looking at. I know that when I go online, if I'm going to read, because I read a lot of articles online on different things, especially if I'm working on a writing project and I'm trying to gather information, if someone is constantly going to present a negative point of view, I'm not interested in what they have to say, which is sad because they may have some very good points. But I don't want to spend my time listening to negative stuff. You want to be able to embrace positive things, that you want to encourage other people. You want to be kind to other people and show the respect that they need. Now, in our next video, I want to talk more specifically about social media and how we as an individual need to behave when we go online. Until then, this is John Patrick Hickey, and I do want to encourage you to be your best. Love God, have good manners, discover the unknown, and change your world.